grounding and breath work. So for many of us, when we experience anxiety, we can let our minds run wild. That is what minds do. And so one of the key things that I've found, and that's been found throughout mindfulness training and work with patients with anxiety, is to get you grounded to start your day and when you're feeling anxious. So what does this mean by getting grounded? So yes, it can mean touching the earth with your feet, and that's the best way to think of it. So begin simply by sitting in a chair or wherever you may be. I'm here today in the forest. I've got my snowshoes on, kind of squatting position, but I'm getting grounded. My feet are square, my hands are resting on my lap, and just for a moment, I'm going to take 3 breaths. So that's it. So 3 breaths. So what was I doing during that time? Well, I was focusing on my breathing. I was focusing on counting the 3 breaths for you. I was paying attention to my in-breath, how long it would last, and also my out-breath. I was bringing an awareness to the feelings that I had in my body. I was feeling it in my belly. I was feeling the breath in and out through my chest. And also during that time, I had the chance to pay attention to this babbling brook that I'm sitting beside right at the moment. So what happens during 3 breaths of just getting grounded? Well, what we are doing when you get grounded, bringing attention to your breath, is you're switching your body from sympathetic to parasympathetic. Now, those may seem like strange words to you, but sympathetic is our nervous system that's responsible for fight or flight. So this is the one that wants us to go and to run. When we take time for a pause, to get grounded, to breathe, we switch our body into a parasympathetic mode. So parasympathetic is what we can think of as a rest or digest mode. And this is also a time where we can heal our body when we're in parasympathetic mode. So this is what grounding and breathing can do for you, getting you out of a stress response into a relaxation response. So when should you practice grounding? When do you need to do this? Well, for me, like I said before, I begin my day with meditation. So I'm doing this grounding exercise for anywhere from 10 to 20 minutes. But other times that I do this grounding, before I enter the hospital, before I walk into the trauma room, actually, I take a moment, I take 3 breaths to pause just outside those trauma room doors, not getting worried about what's going to I'll encounter along my way, but just bringing my intention and my awareness to what I'm about to do. I feel my body, I make sure my feet are grounded in the floor, and that my mind is clear. When I go to drive my car, when I get inside my car, I take those breaths again, and I allow myself, sure, I'm turning the keys on, but I'm preparing myself for where I need to go for the day. How many times have you got in the car and kind of forgot where you were going? And another time that I get myself grounded is when I'm getting ready for bed at nighttime. So I'll get into bed, I'll snuggle into that position, between the sheets, and then I'll let my body relax with just 3 breaths, and I can feel myself ease away into sleep. So those are some things that you may want to consider as your step 1 for anxiety training. So getting grounded, paying attention to your breath, and bringing those moments of awareness at points throughout your day. Give it a try and let me know what you think.